my channel. Today's video is an all drugstore makeup look, and I don't really know if this would be considered fall makeup. I mean, I use deeper tones, but I used a lot of jewel tones, especially in my eyes and lips. But I just wanted to sit down and film another drugstore look because I know a lot of you guys enjoyed them, and I just got in quite a few new drugstore items from different brands. Ardell sent this huge like 30-pound box with their new makeup line in it. They really only did lashes to my knowledge up until now. They just released new mascara, eyeshadow, eyeliners, lipsticks, so many different things they've come out with. So I'm going to use a lot of Ardell in this video, their new makeup line. Also, the new Physicians Formula butter highlighters. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, butter highlighters. Oh my gosh, you guys, these are, oh, you'll just have to see in the video. They're so, so pretty. And they're a cream. They're an actual cream highlighter as opposed to their other butter products. So that's really interesting. So I'll stop rambling. All drugstore. This is the look. If you're interested, let's go ahead and start. Alright, so to prep my eyes and also conceal my eyelids, I'm using a Maybelline stick concealer. I just have been preferring to use concealer as my primer recently just because I like that it makes your eyeshadow look super smooth. So for the eyeshadow palette, I'm trying out this Pro Matte eyeshadow palette, and it's the matte version from Ardell. They have a shimmer and a matte version, and I just took that cream shade and I'm applying that all over my lid over the concealer to ensure that the base is smooth. Then I'm taking these two shades. One is like a purpley mauve and the other is a salmon tone color, I guess I would say, and I'm just blending those back and forth into my crease. As you can see, if I'm being totally honest, these shadows are not super pigmented. I was not really blown away by this eyeshadow palette. This was the first time I was using it, and you really had to work to build up the colors. So that took quite a bit of blending and going back and forth in my crease to get that transition shade. But we made it. And then I'm taking one of the Ardell Eyerrisitable or Eyerrisitable, let me see what it's called, the Eyerrisitable Cream Shadow Stick in Nightly Rites. And I just took that and basically brushed that along my lower lash line and then smudged it out with more of a pencil brush. Again, not really blown away with the Ardell eye products. This was very hard to blend. It was kind of stiff applying. So basically I just had to manipulate it with different brushes. Here I took an angled brush. This is the Real Techniques brow brush, and just kind of created the shape I was looking for. And then I just took these two kind of emerald and army green shades and blended them back and forth over the top just to smooth this out. This took a lot of effort. I'm sure if you use a different palette formula or a different shadow formula, this would probably be easier. But as you can see, I just worked on building that wing out and just blending it and making it look as smooth as possible. It wasn't as pigmented as I would have liked. I added literally as much as I could, and this is kind of the end result. But I just added some mascara and then some Ardell, not Demis, some Ardell Faux Mink lashes in number 11. And then I just went ahead and moved on to the face, and we're going to come back to the eyes later. Honestly, I like how the eyes turned out. They're kind of like a hazy green color. So I just applied the Baby Skin Primer from Maybelline, and then I'm applying the LA Girl Pro HD Foundation. This is probably like the best drugstore foundation I have ever tried. It's very similar to the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, except it actually has a bit more coverage to it. I only used one pump for my entire face. Granted, I don't like my face to be masked with foundation, so just kind of depends on your preference. So I just used one pump and brushed that all over. I'm using an e.l.f. foundation brush. Really like it, affordable. And then for concealer, I'm using the NYX HD Concealer. This is really the only drugstore concealer I had in my collection. I purged a lot of my concealers recently, and this is the only one that made it. So that's what I use for my concealer today. Not my all-time favorite, but it does the job, gets the job done. And I blended that in obviously with my beauty blender just to give a little bit more coverage to the under eye area, also the chin, the nose, the forehead, all of that fun stuff. So I didn't want my face to be super matte, so I just took a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Powder and brushed that very lightly all over the face. I wanted a little bit of glow still coming through, so I did not really pack that on. For bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This has been a favorite recently. I have not put it down for the past couple months, and I'm basically just bronzing and contouring with it. It's a really good universal shade. It looks good as a contour and just as an overall face bronzer. So I just contoured a little bit and then applied some to my forehead, jawline, all of that fun stuff. You guys know how to apply your bronzer, but this is really a good formula. It's very smooth in application, and it doesn't streak. It's very easy to apply. For blush, I'm using the LA Girl blush. I cannot remember the shade, so I'll have to link it down below. It's just a really pretty soft peach color, and I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheeks and slightly bringing it upwards. Didn't want to go overboard with the blush, so it's pretty light. Now for highlighter, I'm using the new Physicians Formula Butter Highlighters. I'm not sure what the shade names were. I never even looked, but I mixed kind of the white and gold together just so it would match my skin tone. And these are beautiful drugstore highlighters, probably one of the best that I've tried. The formula is cream, like this moussey, bouncy kind of cream formula, which is really interesting, but oh my gosh, I loved it. So before I finish off the eyes, I wanted to apply my lip color. So I just applied the L'Oreal Invaluable Matte Lip Liner. I can't remember what this shade's called. It will be listed down below as usual. And then I applied one of the Ardell liquid lipsticks. It's called Private Damsel. Really weird name. But it's just kind of like an antique rose color. For my liner, I'm using an Ardell liner. I did like their gel liners. This is a metallic one, kind of like a metallic green. And then I just smudged a little bit of those two green shades that I had used initially on my lid onto my lower lash line, and then applied a little bit of mascara. And that completed the entire look. All in all, giving the scenario with the eyeshadow palette, I do like the way that the look turned out. It's kind of just a softer effect from what I was originally thinking. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed this drugstore look, and let me know if you would like to continue to see more. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.